wasn't here yesterday when we came in.
It's funny because we were falling asleep and I was hearing the rain and I was like, I wonder if we're going to be able to get back up.
Flash floods? No, this is just a puddle, I think. Alright.
Yeah, what a way to end our last day, huh? Getting stuck in the mud.
Just this one looks deep.
That one right there, huh?
At the end, yeah. Jolene's just as capable as a 4Runner or a Wrangler. These deserts have nothing on her. I don't know how many people have seen the film Forrest Gump, but if you have, there's a scene in the movie where he's just trying to figure his stuff out and he decides to run across the country, and there's a scene where he stops and decides that he's done running, and it's right here.
I thought it'd be way more like it's not so cloudy.
Yeah, in the films you can see the top of the rocks, but not right now because it's cloudy and rainy and actually really cold today. It's like in the low 40s. So you can kind of see in the distance those giant monolithic rocks. They're mostly obscured by the clouds, but
I'm gonna run like that.
Run, Tia, run! She's too scared to actually run in the middle of the road, but
I guess it's this way, huh?
Gosh, it's cold out there.
Yeah, it is. I can't feel my toes. Because we're making the long drive back to Sedona, we went for the extra large, a 7-Eleven coffee, $2.79.
Tia got a vanilla flavored one, so it tastes foul.
I'm so sorry. Okay, they didn't label any of their coffee pots. Oh, hey, look at that. Is that Monument Valley?
I don't know. Hello, how are you?
Two.
$16
credit card.
Okay. Oh, I like your ring.
Thank you. The red dotted line, the scenic drive. If I were you, I wouldn't take that thing down. I don't want you getting stuck down there.
Yeah.
Me either. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this nice lady that we just bought tickets from told us we probably should not do the scenic drive because it's unpaved, which is usually not an issue, but in the desert, whenever it rains, everything just turns to mud immediately because the ground's not used to absorbing it. So she said we'd probably get stuck. I guess we'll just stop at this.
This
$24 to stop at this overlook. That is a pretty nice lookout, though.
Yeah, it is. I'd say that's worth $16. This is Monument Valley. So many Western movies have been filmed here. I would argue this is probably one of the most famous views in the Southwest, huh?
Yeah, I would say.
Well, usually without the clouds and the rain, but like when it's sunny, this is like the iconic Southwestern view. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but parts of the road are already flooding. So I'm really glad that lady told us not to go.
So Monument Valley is not a state or national park. We're actually on the Navajo reservation right now, and it's the biggest reservation in the United States. It's mostly just desert, but there are some really, really pretty spots here. So this is how the tribe makes a little bit of money. Over the course of this series, a lot of people have expressed that they'd love to do van life, but they have anxiety about driving a vehicle this large. I think Tia was also feeling a little trepidatious about driving this van, but now that we're on the home stretch, a couple hours away from home, what do you think?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be, really. It's pretty easy to drive, you just gotta take things slow and take the curves bigger than you'd think. So like, overall it's been super easy. I think the only thing for me is that when it's windy, this van turns into like a giant sail. And there's some parts where we're driving kind of like from Nevada to Moab in Utah that I felt like I was gonna get swung off the road because the winds got so strong. And then also passing people was just kind of, it take a lot more effort to think and plan that because like the car is not very fast. Sorry.
Tia spent the last 20 minutes trying to pass this guy. Morning, everybody. So the weather never did clear up yesterday, and we just drove straight back home, dropping off Jolene the van in the meantime. By the way, our friends are selling that van, so if you're interested, there's going to be a link in the description, just kind of with more information on it. We spent all morning packing because we are leaving very early tomorrow morning to get on a flight out of the country again. We were talking this morning and we realized it's been a really long time since we've done a gear update. So we thought we'd go through that because we get probably 4 or 5 emails a month just asking what our bags look like. And we realized it's been, how long has it been? Over a year? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do that. There's Tia, eating a cookie.
Breakfast. Oh boy. When's the last time we did this? Turkey?
Yeah, about 2 years.
It's been a while, and a lot has changed since then. So to start off with, you can see we're back to backpacks. We did backpacks to hard shell suitcases, back to backpacks. So these are the Air Travel Pack 3s. They are very durable and have about 1 million pockets, which is my favorite pack. I guess I'll just start with the packing cubes. If you guys have been following this channel, you know that I am a huge fan of packing cubes and I've converted Cheveyo. So this one holds my shirts and socks and underwear and all that stuff. It all fits into the bigger one. And the smaller one is pants, so like shorts, leggings, joggers, off into here. This is something that has actually grown in the last couple of years. This is our bathroom kit. I've been trying to take our skincare a little bit more seriously, so we've been having a lot more sunscreen. We have little tinctures and oils and stuff to keep looking fresh. And Cheveyo always has at least 3 tubes of toothpaste at all times, so that's what's in here. Next is my scarf that I have worn almost every single day. This is kind of like snuggling when I sleep since Morocco. Makeup bag. This is something that's different. It's actually a bottle of probiotics because over the last couple of years we've been going on and off with like stomach issues, and we just figured that having a steady routine of probiotics is going to help out, and it actually has, right? Mm-hmm. You feel the difference. Definitely. So we have this plus a whole bunch of extras for the next couple of months. This is my nifty jewelry bag, which I picked up in Goodwill for 99 cents. Look at it, all the little compartments. I used to keep these in Ziplocs, and this is much nicer. I'd like to pause to say thank you to Megan for making and sending me these earrings, which was really sweet. It was kind of fun to come back and have like a little gift waiting. This goes in the front pocket, along with these, which you've seen from the channel before. We're a huge fan of laundry sheets. So we have a whole bunch of these. And it has the added benefit of making the entire bag smell really good. Okay. In the back compartment goes my iPad, which I make our postcards on. I also got a Kindle recently because I just wanted something that was lightweight, and I just love reading, so I figured that's nice. And it weighs like nothing. And our passports. And I carry that. And it all goes back here. And that is what it looks like when it's full. It's kind of freestanding, that's nice.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'll put a pillow down here because I'm old. Alright, let's get settled in.
You kind of look like you're...
This is a gear review.
like you're at a bake sale or something.
Yeah, I feel like a kid sitting behind a lemonade stand. Okay, we'll do personal effects first. Mine is not quite as extensive as Tia's. Electric razor, it's crucial. And my clothes. The rest of my pack is devoted to gear, which we're going to go over right now. First up, we have this camera. It's a Sony camera. This is an A7 IV. We have another one that Tia is filming on. Here, there she is.
This is my camera.
You also notice the tripod that she's standing behind. We started with one camera because that's all we could afford at the time, and as soon as we made enough money, we bought a second one because we were always arguing over who got to hold the camera. Tia really likes to take B-roll and stuff, so yeah. Moving on to our third camera here. This is the DJI Pocket 3, and we got this little thing basically just to deal with anxiety around filming in public areas. Tia in particular just does not like to film in heavy crowds and stuff, and this has done wonders to alleviate that. It's got a little gimbal on top, and it actually takes a pretty nice image. So if you're thinking about making videos and you're worried about doing stuff in public, definitely start with one of these guys. It's even more discreet than a cell phone. Yet another camera. This is our little action cam underwater when we want to put something in the dirt.
In the dishwasher.
In the dishwasher, Tia's done that. The refrigerator, just any kind of harsh environment, we get this little guy. The image quality is not amazing, especially when it gets dark, but it's indispensable in some situations. It's called the Action 4, and we've just found that products from DJI are more reliable than GoPro, so that's what we use. Our final camera, this is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Say that 10 times real fast. Great little drone. It's under 250 grams, so it skates by a lot of international drone laws and stuff like that. Still, if you're going to fly a drone while traveling, you gotta do your own research because it's a complete minefield nowadays. But this little guy's great. We found it really helps to give perspective on those places you're just not going to get on the ground.
So 5 cameras.
That's 5 cameras.
Plus our phones. Do you think we have a problem?
Yes, I do. Moving on from cameras, we got these guys. These are ND filters for our large cameras. Basically just gives you a better image and really bright lights and stuff like that. But we like these a lot because they're completely self-contained. When you take them off, you get to screw the cap on and you don't have to worry about it because they are made of glass, so they're fragile. Microphones. Audio is one of those things no one wants to think about, but you really have to think about it. So these are the DJI Wireless Mic 2. They're lav microphones, so when we're in a very loud environment, these are just unbeatable. It's amazing if you can stand next to a busy freeway and record with these and you can still pick up our voices. A really generous person actually sent these to us, so thank you. You know who you are. We're down to the 3 most boring things. We probably won't even include these, but I kind of want to include them because actually a lot of thought went into these in terms of full-time travel. This right here is a 200-watt power brick. I feel so dumb explaining this. It's a 200-watt power brick, so we can charge every single one of our devices at the same time. It plugs into the wall. We have adapters right here, so we can plug it in anywhere.
Let me just note, Cheveyo spent months researching
It wasn't
these.
months.
It was
a couple days.
I just found him like watching tutorials and info videos about power banks for so long.
It's also surge protected.
Okay. So I just wanted to say he spent a lot of time picking this out.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
So.
Last thing, particularly other people that are interested in making videos ask us all the time how we back up our footage. We use these little SSDs. These are great for on the go because they're shock-proof, waterproof, very, very small. They've been great and reliable for us, and then whenever we come home, we back it up to another hard drive. So in effect, we always have 2 copies of everything. This is finally empty. I didn't have it with the rest of the stuff, but this is what we edit all the videos on. It's a 14-inch MacBook Pro. This is what my bag looks like packed. This is dirty clothes. I like to separate them, but have it there for padding. That goes over. So yeah, believe it or not, it all fits in there. There's the big tripod, drone, all that stuff. There's one thing we haven't addressed though. The actual large cameras. We just carry those around. We don't put them in any kind of protective case or anything. I think they're safest in our hands, and we carry them to the airports. They're never checked. They always just are down by our feet in the plane. So that's where those go, and we don't actually have enough room to put them in our bags anymore. So we're just gonna carry those forever.
Wait, don't forget this.
Oh, yeah.
It's my day bag.
Fanny pack.
My fanny pack. This is where...
That's where the anxiety camera goes.
Don't call it that. This is our discreet camera. That's where that lives. Just in there, along with like
chapstick
and anything else Cheveyo doesn't want to carry in his pockets. Lives in here.
Anyways, this is the one area where Tia and I will spend a little bit more money, just because we've learned from experience that it's more expensive to buy a cheap thing 10 times than a high quality thing once.
As my dad always says, the right tool for the right job. Am I right, Dad?
We like to do this whole thing occasionally at the end of one adventure and before the beginning of another, because that's when we tend to clean house and stuff. And I know this may have been a little bit boring for some people, and I'm sorry about that, but we do get a surprising amount of questions about this, especially from other travelers. So once every 2 years, we like to do this. Anyways, thanks for bearing with us on that one. We gotta go pack. We also have to let the dog in.
Oh, Duke.
Was out drinking, looking for the next thing.
Okay, we're about to leave. Made it through security.
But before we do, we have one last postcard to give away. The Route 66 one we'll put right here. And the winner of that one is Jared Ford 8440.
So if that's you, either shoot us an email or reach out to us on Instagram, and we'll get in touch with you and send you a postcard. We're off to a new country, you guys. Next adventure. See you guys in the next one. See, you do the accent too. You just did it off camera. Okay, we'll just do personal effects first. Mine is not quite as expensive as mine is. Over the last several videos,